I guess it would just be the Horizon TV show because the whole naming convention is now just whack. I should have just called it Horizon Zero Dawn 2 to make it less confusing. No, but apparently, okay, so originally they were planning on creating a Horizon Zero Dawn show. We knew about this before we knew about Horizon Forbidden West, or we heard around the same time that Horizon Forbidden West was coming out. And we weren't really sure what it was going to be about. A lot of people thought, okay, it'll probably be set in the past. It's going to be about the Pharaoh plague and that sort of thing. So they were going to follow the story of the original game. Not sure how I feel about that. I've expressed before that I don't like it when people seem to rehash old stories. I'd rather just expand the lore. But anyway, so he wanted to do that, but he has been involved in, I think there were 12 people that came out and spoke against him for, they said he stole ideas from other people, just general toxic behavior. And so because of it, Netflix was like, okay, this guy's a bit of a problem. But yeah, we're not going to keep you around. So this was canceled. I think he had some other projects that were canceled. There is the possibility, technically the show hasn't been officially canceled yet, so there is the possibility that they could pick a new showrunner and throw them on the project and get them to work on that. But as of now, there's nobody who is set to do that. So it looks like the show is just going to be up and canceled, which, if I'm being honest, might actually be the better idea. Because if they are following, I know a lot of people were thinking they should probably go with kind of a prequel with the Pharaoh plague and all that, because that's set in semi-modern times. So you would have some special effects, but Game of Thrones or something like that, where you might have a dragon every few episodes, but most of it's going to be focused on the people. You could do the same thing, right? You could have it mostly focused on soldiers at the time and then throw in on the big machines for some of the special stuff. If you're doing a Horizon Zero Dawn set in the time of the game, you're gonna need a lot of special effects because they just have machines running everywhere, and there is nothing in that world that kind of exists in our world. You would have to build sets for everything, but you can't just film it on location like you could for a show set in more modern times. So I think that actually the show probably would have been extremely expensive to make. So that might have also been a factor in why they are not doing it. But yeah, it could have been cool. It would have looked amazing if they had done a good job of it. But yeah, so it looks no Horizon Zero Dawn Netflix show on the horizon. Unfortunately, we're gonna have to play the game if we want to get the story. I'm so sorry. Oh, how horrible that you're gonna have to play the game.
Was his name Shorana who did what's that show? The one with the superheroes?
Yes, it is the same guy, the one with the Umbrella Academy.
Yes. Oh god, I saw the news about him because they were supposed to be Umbrella Academy spin-off shows. And that's a fantastic show for anyone who's watching this video on Twitch later. You should definitely check out Umbrella Academy. But unfortunately, yeah, the guy, I read a bunch of stories. Yeah, he supposed to be very similar to Zack Snyder, who was apparently also a little bit of a bully on TV shows back in the day. So that's unfortunate. I thought I played whatever the first game is, Zero Dawn. It's Zero Dawn, right? Yes. I played Zero Dawn for now, and the one thing it was a beautiful game. It looked right. It ran well on my PC. And I was like, this story looks good, and I liked it. I'm definitely see. I think it'll be the TV verse will be worse off for not having a Horizon show.